Hello and welcome back to Shelf Centered. Thanks again for stopping by. I wanted to just kind of give my thoughts. I'm really excited on the Wheel of Time. You're not just going to get reaction videos here. I know I've done one or two in the past. But again, if you are going to get anything like that, it's going to be things I'm really excited for. It's not just going to be any random stuff. Dune was the last one I talked about. Wheel of Time now, this teaser trailer. I've been kind of, just getting excited with those Wheel of Time, the Twitter of Time on Twitter people, and just a wonderful bunch. And I am really excited about this trailer, so I thought I'd just give my thoughts on it. Some of the things I just wanted to give some of my, I guess, concerns kind of going into this, but my overall reaction I have to say is I'm extremely excited. I think the teaser really gives us a great look, and it's very much quelling a lot of the fears that I might have had that this might have turned into a sort of truth type series, whatever that one ended up being. What was it, Legend of the Seeker or something like that? So this is definitely different than that, and I'm excited for it. I just think, I know some people have commented on the lighting or things like that. I think I'm overall just excited for a couple things, but anyway, the concerns kind of maybe starting out, then I'll get to the exciting things, because overall I'm just really excited about it. Do I say exciting enough in this video? I will stop that. No, I won't. I can't stop that. I'm terrible at stopping things, like saying every other second. So the concerns I have are really just more about Amazon is the one kind of helming this. I have an Amazon Prime account. I was just watching Schitt's Creek the other night, and suddenly we had commercials, and then we look it up, and well, the things on Amazon were explained to us, the things on Amazon are going to still be commercial free, but if it's on IMDb Plus or whatever, something like that, IMDb, which also shows through Amazon Prime, then it'll have commercials because it's apparently a different thing. Well, last I checked or was watching Schitt's Creek, it was on Amazon, and so I'm like, okay, so you just rename all the popular things to IMDb and go, okay, it's really okay because it's just another service that we're co-opting here, and then we're going to put commercials on that. Anyway, not the worst thing in the world. I'm okay with commercials in my Wheel of Time. I'll accept it as long as we're getting this. It's one of those that I'm like, I'm a little concerned. I've had a couple of issues with Audible lately too, and I'll probably talk about it in another video. But I have concerns that really just on top of it, the way that we're just now getting a teaser. This is starting, literally in a couple months here. You'd think there'd be something that would have been out by now, because don't get me wrong, there's a great fan base for the Wheel of Time, and it's wonderful. I am a part of it. I love it. Is it enough to make a whole show kind of run and go forward? I hope so. I'm not completely in doubt, but at the same time, I know I talked to people that I even thought it was a close friend that I thought, he's into comics, he's into a lot of things that I'm into, and not even a clue about Wheel of Time. I'm expressing, I'm posting on Facebook, hey, can't wait for this. Here's, and some of the promo material, and not even a clue. And that's someone who you at least would think would have their ear to the ground. Maybe it was just in an individual case. I'm not, there are outliers out there, but I have generally thought, and that's not the only friend that I have. So there's just enough people that I come into contact with that I don't know if they know much about Wheel of Time. So I'm hoping that this goes, but I just feel like I wanted a little more marketing behind this. Let's just hope that we can do this. All the fans just have to show up, and then that'll be fine, because this is a series that has millions and millions of books sold. The fans will show up, right? If they build it, they will come. So let's hope that that's the case. I'm just trying not to get too excited when everything like, doesn't keep going forward, and that's all on me. I understand that. So, but anyway, the trailer itself, I think the cast looks great. I think they're wonderful. I have to admit to being kind of at first going, wait a sec, this is a small little village. They don't, and they don't really look alike. But at the same time, I'm going, why? It doesn't really matter, first of all. Second of all, they do have people that interact with them from outside. And again, I think the most important thing is, are they good actors and can they do what they're supposed to do? Because I don't think the Wheel of Time has ever suffered from diversity or not being diverse enough. But again, maybe in the main characters, and so that was a good thing to just diversify it up. That's okay, and not only okay, but I think it'll make it better. Because there's so many distant lands. That's what I love about the Wheel of Time, is that we cover everything. We cover from Valdara to Ilion to, you're just all over, and you can do that because of waygates or other things, or Teleron Riyadh, and I'm probably mispronouncing half of these things. So I feel like there's so much diversity already built in. So and I think it'll be exciting to watch all of the fun stuff. So the teaser itself, it flashes through so many things, and I love that fans can kind of pick these things apart. I just kind of want to give my initial thoughts on it. I didn't want to go too crazy. There are other people that are way better at that than I am. I just seeing, I think some of the Trollocs, some of the fades, the Myrddraal, those are really exciting. I think they look really good. I didn't really, one of the things, the Myrddraal, I didn't picture with kind of like the teeth thing or whatever, because I think that's what that was in the teaser. So we'll kind of see about that. I think it was eyeless, so I think it had to have been the thing, the fade. But again, because I'm like, I kind of picture that more as maybe a Drakkar, the flying vampire-like thing, and but again, it looks really good. It's a really good monster, and I'm happy for that. So there we go. I'm like, okay, it doesn't match my headcanon, which was just for me. That's okay. That's fine. I think it's going to be great. I think watching Lan go to town on some people. I think we saw a little glimpse of Loghain. That's exciting, and I think maybe even the taint is kind of like maybe showing through on his face when he's using the one power for the males. So that's exciting. I think I guess that's how they're going to show that, and we'll see. Maybe again, teasers don't always mean everything. They could not even include one thing in the teaser in the actual show. The different Ajas, I think, is really exciting to see. Again, this is a worry of, I think, in your head canon, the different colors and whatnot makes sense, and having like the different colored shawls. I don't think it necessarily meant that they wore all that one color, but again, if they love the one color or are so committed to it, it would make sense that they would just wear the whole color all the time. But I still kind of go, it can have the effect of like the first Spider, the Raimi Spider-Man. And don't get me wrong, I love those movies. They have a place in my heart forever. But there comes a point where it's a red and blue, like brightly colored guy being chased by a green guy, and it looks a little cartoonish. That's the word. And so that's what I worry about with the Ajas, is that it can become a little cartoonish if we went all in on these colors, and maybe just if they would have kept with just like the shawls or whatever, just kind of something kind of more limited representing the colors of the Ajas. I don't know. Anyway, that's easy critique to make. I worry that could be the case, because but anyway, so far in the teaser, it looked good. I just don't want it to look, comical. Anyway, anything like that. All right, one of the things is Roose Bolton, Michael McElhatton. Is that what it is? Michael McElhatton? Am I pronouncing that wrong? Probably, as usual. Roose Bolton is all I know him as, and I'm a little concerned. He's Tam Althor. It's just, that's one of those, okay, got to get over. He was a terrible, terrible, terrible person in Game of Thrones, but that's because the actor is so good. Only a great actor can make me hate him so much. That's where I'm like, okay, turning from that to who I hate so much to, okay, he's he's such a good actor. So I'm so glad we have him in the Wheel of Time, and then he's showing up here. But now, to somebody, Tam Althor, who's just, you love so much in these books. So that's one of the just kind of, I thought, oh my gosh, you got to get over that. Apparently, I didn't realize I had some trauma still to get over from Game of Thrones. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. I think this is just going to be a lot of fun, and we're just getting started here. I cannot wait for more of this. So we'll catch you later. Thanks so much. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.